on Tuesday at 12 p.m. from Fishbowl Studios. Log on to hear sports talk from basketball to football and view your feedback on the biggest sports news you want to talk about from around the world. So be sure to log on each week Tuesdays at 12 p.m. to catch the Jamie Agenti Show. Hope to see you soon
on Fishbowl Radio Network.
Jump in. Hey world, is the Jamie Agenti Show right here on Fishbowl Network. My name is Jamie, obviously. How's everyone doing today? Good? That's good. It's Tuesday, July 19th, 2022. Now, let me give you the Summer League just ended. It just ended on Sunday. Congrats to the Portland Trailblazers for winning the championship. Okay, in the Summer League. Now, I'm going to give you the pros and cons of what we just witnessed. The Summer League lasted over 10 days. So, we're going to start with the pros. Number one pro is give players a chance. Whether you got drafted or undrafted, it gives y'all an opportunity to show coaches what you've been missing. Maybe you don't have that quickness. Maybe you don't have a mid-range jump shot. Maybe you came from a small college that a scout never came to your games. I mean, it happens. It gives players opportunities to go out there and show what they got so that they can get on an NBA roster. They can get that G League contract, maybe that two-way contract, so that they can get called up during the regular season if a player gets hurt. Number 2 point, it gives assistant coaches opportunities for potential head coaching jobs in the future. Now, you see it. Heck, when is the last time you've seen a coach start in the film room or start as it been over 10 years as assistant coach, and yet they're the head coach and now they're doing well? There's numerous of them. There's a lot of them in this league that have started from video coordinator to assistant coaching for over 10 years. Or maybe they coach maybe they coach in the summer league. Stuff like that. So it's time consuming, but it gives those assistant coaches opportunities to show what they have, while the head coach sits there and evaluates players that can help their team. Now, number 3, this is the big one. You got former and current NBA players supporting you. That's huge. You just saw John Morant. You just saw LeBron. Maybe you saw Anthony Davis at a game, watching these summer league players get a contract. That's exciting. Watching those guys come, takes their break off, not take a vacation off to come and watch you in Vegas to ball. That is huge, the biggest thing ever. I know I would. If someone wants, if a player like that, of that high collaborator, I'll go all out. I'll do whatever it takes. Now, I got some players that I want y'all to look for during the regular season. One team in particular is Okc Thunder. They're not my dark horse to win a championship. They're not my dark horse to win the get in the postseason or even the play-in game. But I'm not too high on them. I am high on Chet Holmgren. Watch this guy play. He's not a Sean Bradley. He's not a Dirk. I don't know where the comparison is. I've never seen a 7'1", 195-pound type of guy, and his game is unique. You just don't see that in the NBA. So how will they work? How will he work together with Josh Giddey? Well, Josh Giddey, played in the summer league. He played pretty well. It was just, it's OKC. I mean, they're barely a basketball team over there. Barely. I mean, they have a suspected head coach. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I want more praise for him. He's led that team ever since they drafted him in 2018. And so if you were to ask me, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the OKC finishes and it finishes maybe second to last this upcoming season. That's my prediction right now. It could change, but that's what I'm sticking to. This team has a lot of growth, and until they find the right head coach to run their team, this is where they're going to be. They're going to be stuck for a while. All right, James Wiseman. James Wiseman, Golden State Warriors. They drafted him in 2020, number 1. You know, he's been hurt, but he shows some upside. You know, the Warriors have built themselves for success. Anytime that Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond decide to hang it up, you got guys waiting in the wing. You got Jordan Poole, you got Moses Moody, you got James Wiseman, you got Jonathan Kuminga. I mean, the future is bright for these guys. And I do see the Warriors continuing their run to success in the NBA. Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray is from Iowa, Big Ten school. I'm not a big Ten fan, but I'm a fan of this guy. I watched this guy in the summer league. This guy dominated. He reminds me of a Kyle Kuzma summer league type of player, but I believe Sacramento got this one right. Finally, they got a franchise player that can lead their team. Can it lead them to the postseason after 16 years of not making it? I don't know. They just hired Mike Brown as their head coach. So it's going to – I mean, I don't know. You know, I'd rather put the ball in Keegan Murray's hands and let him go one-on-one. He can lead us. Lead Sacramento to either the play-in or the postseason. We'll see. I don't know about this upcoming season, but for years to come. Jabari Smith. And by the way, he was an MVP too, Keegan Murray of the Summer League. Jabari Smith, he's NBA ready. Like, literally NBA ready. Houston got this right too, but the only thing is in Houston, you got to keep your players happy. You can't have two 20-year-olds shoot the lights out. You know, you see their attempts per game, 20 plus per game. They're shooting you out of the game, period. I mean, Houston, come on, move the ball around, make him your number one option. Make Jabari Smith your number one. I know he's like 19, 20 years old, but make him your number one option. He's ready. Nothing's too big for him. Nothing. All right, so that is the pros of the Summer League in Las Vegas. You know, they showed more games. ESPN showed more games. NBA TV showed more games of their Summer League than the WNBA combined in those last 10 days. Something's got to change. I mean, I know we're trying to see what these players can do, but something's got to change. You got to, you know, the ladies have a league, you know, and they get, 1 2 games a week on TV? I said you watch the Summer League from July 7th to the 17th. Every game was on TV. Every game. Some things will never change. Let's go to the cons. And I have an issue with this. Pablo Banchero. The Magic drafted him. I'm like, okay. After 2 games, you sit him down. He averaged 20 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. 2 games in the Summer League, you sit him down. Magic, what are you doing? You know, it's funny. I was reading the YouTube comments, and some were saying, "Oh yeah, you know, let's sit him down. He's the future of the franchise." I understand he's the future of the franchise, but my guy who just got drafted played only 2 games in the Summer League. That's not enough. He's 19. I can understand if he's 30, 31. I get it. But let the man play. He's got the upside. Put him in the game. You have not seen enough. Because you just bought him. How many wins did you win? How many wins did the Magic get last year? How many? You didn't get 20. You didn't get to 20. That's how bad your franchise is. But yeah, he sits out for 2 games. I'm sorry, he sits out the whole entire summer league, plays only 2 games. Oh yeah, Paulo, we've seen enough. How are you going to tell a 19-year-old that? I just don't get it. It goes to my other point about load management. Okay. I hate to see players sit out. I want to see the best play every single night, especially in the summer league. I mean, you know, if you want a young player to sit out, maybe you cut the practice time in half. Or better yet, maybe you sit out practice. That's how you're going to get rid of load management. You sit out practice. You don't have back-to-back games. That's what happens in your summer league. You have back-to-back games. I mean, and yet you sit out after 2 games, or, you know, hey, you played the first 3 games. You're going to sit out this 4th game, and you're going to play the last 3 games. It makes no sense. Tell me a league that sits out their players in the game. I mean, if you really want to cut down the back-to-backs, you have to play 1 game. You got to play 1 game on Monday and then another game on Wednesday. Tuesday, you have an off day. So on that Tuesday, you rest so that you prepare for Wednesday's game. Like, this is not complicated. We need to get rid of this load management, and not only in the NBA. We need to get rid of it in the NFL and, you know, Major League Baseball. Maybe you can get a pass a little bit because, you know, they play so many games and all that stuff. Maybe. But we definitely need to get rid of it in the NBA, period. Especially in the summer league. Especially when the guy is only 19 years old and average 20 points a game. You haven't seen enough. Can he defend some of the bigger players in the league? Can he defend a LeBron? Can he defend a Luka? Can he defend a DeMar? You seen enough? Like, there's 2 parts of the game. You play offense and you play defense. You seen the offensive game. What about the defensive game? This is why I don't follow. I know this is why I don't follow teams like the Orlando Magic. This is why. Now let's talk about one of the Ball brothers, and I'm not. I wish that he didn't make it about himself. Well, Angelo Ball. Now you guys seen him in the summer league. He's been in the summer league, and I get that players are trying to make a name for themselves, but at the same time, bro, like, stop making it about you. Make it about other players on your team. You know, the reason why we make it about you is because of your father, and you have your 2 brothers in the NBA that are doing pretty well. So I don't see you having the game. I just think that you haven't been practicing a lot. I just think you're selfish. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just think that we need to give other players an opportunity to shine when you're playing with the Hornets. Now, this is ridiculous. I got 2. This is ridiculous. 2 more points. Number 1 point is Scotty Pippen Jr. I love the guy. Let's listen to what Skip Bayless says about Scotty Pippen Jr. replacing Russell Westbrook.
I'm going to say it again. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you I know Scotty Pippen Jr.'s game because he played at my school, Vanderbilt. I've been watching him carefully in these summer league games. He can flat out play basketball. He just has a knack for it, some from his dad. He just has a feel for scoring the basketball, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line. He's a very good passer. I'm not saying he's a great passer, but my point is, if right here, right now, you could insert him in the rotation or the starting lineup.
The rookie?
In place of Russ. I promise you he'd be better than Russ. Russ was an unmitigated disaster last year.
Yeah, but
I've never seen anything like it before.
Skip, but when was the last time you saw a rookie contribute on a championship-winning team. You got to go way back. You got to start looking at James Worthy. But James Worthy was the number one overall pick, or Magic Johnson.
I'm not saying it would be championship. I'm just telling you, on pure value, right now, if I'm doing just in a vacuum, this is not going to be what's going to happen, because what I think is going to happen is they're going to be stuck with Russ and they're going to play Russ.
Not going to be.
But I will bet you Scotty is on the team and he plays his way into the rotation. And if, in fact, Russ is a Laker all season next year, I will bet you. Remember, mark this down right here, right now. Scottie Pippen will start to take minutes away from Russ, because it's sort of what happened with Austin Reeves last year. Slowly but surely, Vogel's saying, well, this kid can play.
And then what happened? Okay. Somebody started pouting, and then we went back.
All right. But this is the kind of thing where Austin Reeves can't.
Okay, so you just heard what he just said. Russell Westbrook is a veteran. Okay, you may not like him or not, but he is the Lakers' point guard. Okay, he opted in his $47 million contract, and you try to trade him for Kyrie. But you're saying Scottie Pippen Jr., you're going to replace him from in the starting lineup? No, like Shada said, he's a rookie. I mean, his father wasn't as quick and athletic as him, but his father made some defensive plays. Scottie Pippen Jr. is not ready for the NBA, guys. Just because he started at Vanderbilt doesn't mean you're ready for the NBA. He just started, playing with the Lakers Summer League. He did pretty well, but he needs more time to improve. He needs more growth. You send him to the G League to improve. He just signed a 2-way contract, so the Lakers can call him up anytime. If there's a roster spot open, or if they're injury ridden, or if he starts to play better over the season in the G League, then he'll get a spot with the Lakers. Not to take Russell Westbrook's minutes, but to maybe garbage time minutes at best. But he's not helping the Lakers win a championship anytime soon. No way. A rookie? No. He didn't get drafted. No. He's not getting. No. I just don't get it. This is why we don't have guys like Skip. We don't support guys like Skip Bayless. Anyways, but my last point is unwanted NBA chatter. So you see two guys, Rob Pelinka and Sean Marks. Sean Marks is the Nets GM. Rob Pelinka is the GM of the Lakers. Do you think that you see both of them together at the Summer League? Do you think they're talking about trading for Kyrie on the spot? Trading for Kyrie on the spot? No, they're not. They're just enjoying their summer. Like, can we have a summer to where two of the highest position guys could just sit down and chat about anything? Maybe they can chat about basketball related. Maybe they could chat about this and that. But they're not talking about Kyrie going to the Lakers. And plus, it's not going to happen anyways in my eyes. Because you got to trade your whole roster to get, Kyrie. Kyrie, doesn't want to play with LeBron. And plus, Kyrie's he's not trustworthy. You say, like everyone says, you might see him in a couple of games, and you might see him outside the venue, whatever Kyrie wants to do. So it's not going to work out. We got to stop this unwanted chatter for Kyrie or any other players when it comes to the Summer League. The Summer League is about the players who are trying to make the team, or the players that have been drafted. We got to see what they can bring to the table for the NBA season. That's what the Summer League is about. It's not about two guys sitting around chatting about this, chatting about playing with each other. It's not about that. It's about relaxing. It's about summer, about the players who are trying to make the team. That's it. Let's keep it like that. But we're going to take a break. Now, coming up next, we're going to talk about 5-on-5 basketball, the frustration and how to work on it. Period. It's Fishbowl Radio. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. All right. Now, I teased this during the break. The frustration of 5-on-5 basketball. Now, you're a young cat out there like myself. You go to you go to the rec center, you go to the park, you go to 24 Fitness, you go to Planet Fitness, or anywhere in the world that you see a gym. You see guys playing 5-on-5 basketball. Okay? So what comes in your mind? What are the thoughts that come in your mind? I have some frustrating thoughts, and I have some thoughts that can improve. So here we go. Longer wait lines. Like, I remember years ago, we had everybody. I was practicing outside. Everybody was, waiting in line, waiting to see who got next. Like, hey, bro, you got next? Hey, you got next? All that stuff. Like, you got to wait 3 more games to get on the court. By the time you get on the court, everybody leaves. I'm like, damn. Like, yeah, you're not gonna run against those guys. Like, y'all need to make the line shorter, or better yet, install more courts. We can't, as players, we cannot install them ourselves. The city has to do it. The city has to install more courts for players to play so that we don't wait on the next person to take our spot. That's the thing. Communication, that's another thing. You're somebody, have you ever had that feeling that somebody comes out of nowhere? You got next, you're trying to play next. That person comes out of nowhere and says, hey, we got next. I've been through that feeling before. So there's got to be a communication boundary that says, hey, I got next, we're going to go on the court. Or better yet, just go on the court. That way, that person knows you got next. So, guys, we got to fix our communication. Guys and girls, we got to fix our communication, period. Now, there's not a lot of good players that come out to the rec center or play basketball as a whole. There's not a lot of those guys anymore. Not a lot of good players. I mean, they either got stuff going on, obligations, vacation, stuff like that. There's not a lot of good players. You see from decent to good to great. You see more of the decent side, but you don't see more of the good and the great. Like me, I put myself in the middle between good and great because I got a good game. And I see these guys. I mean, when I play against these guys, I just do it for conditioning to take my game to the next level. Period. I just do it for conditioning. Maybe I work on my jump shot. Maybe I work on my post game. Maybe I work on my defensive stance. Maybe I work on contesting. Maybe I work on my rebounding. That's what I do when I play 5-on-5. So whenever you see me play in your city, I'm working on those things. I'm not trying to, play around the court. That's not my years of playing basketball. I don't play around on the court. I could be 50 years old playing 5-on-5, and I still will have that same drive as I do right now. I don't play around this basketball court, guys. I take the game seriously. I take football seriously. So if you put me out there on the football field, I take it seriously. Soccer, I take that seriously. Anything that you want me to do, I take it seriously. Petty fights. Okay? Okay. So have you ever had a situation where they call a foul, right? It was really not a foul. You start arguing a little bit, and then, there might be a fight. First of all, we should cut the fighting out. Just play ball. That's why when I'm in those situations, I just take the ball from their hands and I say, okay, I'm going to shoot this. I'm going to shoot for ball. And if it makes it, I make it. If we miss, then we go on the other end. That's how you cure the petty fights. Let's keep the ball moving, guys. We don't have time to argue over this, argue over that. That's a whole 20, 30-minute, hour argument. We're going to be on the court all night. Like, we don't want to be out there in the sun all night. I mean, inside all night. Maybe people have other obligations, work. They got to go to work early. They got a family at home. Stuff like that. So we need to cut the petty arguments out and just play ball. I don't know and I forgot to ask this question. When y'all are playing basketball, do you play it for, like I mentioned, do you play it to go somewhere, or do you just play it for fun? I'm not going to judge you there. Now, it's not competitive enough. It's not. Example, on Thursday night, Friday morning, I went to 25 Fitness. Okay? I watch guys play 3-on-3 basketball, right? They didn't know how to play the game, period. I didn't feel sorry for them because it looked like rugby. Like, guys were taking the ball out of each other's hands and they were tackling each other. There was no ball movement. There was a bunch of traveling. There was a bunch of set shots. I just want to go up to them to the point where y'all should leave. This is not basketball. I referee kids every single weekend, basketball-wise. I see basketball. That's basketball. The ball's moving. We're grabbing rebounds. We're running down the court. We're making shots. We're coaching them up. That is basketball. Not, okay, I'm going to tackle you and all that stuff. That's not basketball. That is rugby. Could be football, but it's rugby. Come on, guys. We're not. You can't. That was the frustrating part. So you don't have to be like me. You don't have to be competitive like me. Maybe you just say, you know what, I'm going to just play basketball for fun. And if I miss a shot, or if I take an unwanted shot to get my guys out of the game, then I'm going to take that shot. For me, nah, you won't see that. There's no recruitment, guys. So there's not going to be a recruiter out there that's going to come at late at night, or come during the day, or come midday to come recruit you. And I'm talking about scouts on a professional level, from overseas, maybe NBA, all that stuff. They're not going to come over there and recruit you. I don't know. I don't have the answer for that. I don't know. Maybe they have. Maybe they want to go to Vegas and watch other guys. Maybe they want to, maybe they want to go to Kentucky and watch those guys play. Maybe they want to come here and watch some of the guys play basketball here. Who knows? So So anytime you go to a gym, anytime you go to a park and play basketball, just remember, there's no recruitment. Nobody's recruiting you higher up. The only time they're going to recruit you is either you're on the court, and whether it's in high school, college, or the pros. And I'm talking about semi-pro. Now, with all that being said, that's the negative stuff. Let's talk about how to improve it. Let's practice before. So I never got on the court, right, and seen potential players practice their game. Like, they just step on the court and just start playing, just jacking up shots. No form, no fundamentals, nothing. I'm like, man, is this the game today? If this is the game today, then we're screwed, man. Like, practice your fundamentals from shooting inside to your mid-range shots. I'm not going to say practice half-court shots, three-point shots, because that's too far. You may not make those shots. For me, on the other hand, I started low. Then when I accomplished the low post game, I went to the mid-range game. I'm starting to accomplish the mid-range game. I go to the mid-range game, I started the three, so that when you pick, when you're picking for somebody, you pop out to the 3-point line, you're there. You see it in the NBA. You see it in college basketball too. You probably might see it in the high school if you ever watch high school basketball on TV or in person. You probably see those things. But you have to practice on your own. There's no wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with setting up a cone at one of the elbows and practicing mid-range shots. There's nothing wrong with practicing your low post game. There's nothing wrong with shooting shooting 500 to 1,000 shots a day to practice your game. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good. You don't have to play 5-on-5 all day long. Go to the gym down here if you want to go play 5-on-5. I mean, I'm pretty sure those guys there, and it goes back to my other point when we're talking about frustrations. Try going to that gym. Try and see if you can get a game there. Because 9 times out of 10, you will not. You won't. I'm just being real. Now, you're probably saying your gym has closed at 10 o'clock. They close at 11. Maybe they close on the weekends. Maybe they close at 8. 24 hours. Let's open the gym 24 hours, guys. I've been saying this since the pandemic. Open 24 hours. The gym has to stay open. Whether it's a basketball team workout. You probably have a 24-hour gym in your city that's not open 24 hours anymore because of the pandemic. Do you like that? To me, no. I don't like that because 24-hour fitness is 24-hour fitness. You're supposed to open 24 hours. Fitness Connection has to be open 24 hours because they have a basketball gym. What else is there? Lifetime Fitness. And I love that gym too. 24 hours, they used to be open 24 hours. The pandemic stopped that. If you really want to see people, you have to open 24 hours. That way you bring in more revenue, you bring in all that stuff. I'm not even going to get into the business aspects. I'm just going to get into, the prospects of it. Maybe you want to lift weights. Maybe you want to do cardio late at night. Maybe you want to, get on the court at 2 a.m. in the morning to your favorite gym. You can't do it. You got to go across town to go do that. I mean, it's the thing that you got to do, but, I'm telling you, 24-hour fitness, all the 24-hour fitness in the area, in the Metroplex, in other states, 24-hour fitness is 24 hours fitness. It's over 24 hours. Fitness Connection, 24 hours. Lifetime Fitness, 24 hours. Give me a constructive reason why you haven't done that. I mean, I understand we're in a pandemic and we've been safe. Period. We've been safe and all that stuff. But please give me a constructive reason why you cannot open 24 hours. It can help potential prospects to improve their game. Maybe you're like me and trying to get to the league. Maybe you're 18, 19 years old. You're trying to get that college scholarship. You don't have to fight to walk on. But then again, walk-ons get paid, so but you do want to be on the court though. That's the thing. Or you want to be on the field. I mean, look, you can practice football too, you can practice baseball, you can practice soccer, but listen, 24 hours, we need a 24-hour gym. We have one, but we can't have 3. We can definitely not have 1. So 24-hour fitness, please open 24 hours. Other gyms, 24-hour fitness as well. 24 hours. That's the thing. Now, this is about me. I've been pitching about, playing full time and all that stuff. Can we continue to play? Can I still play? Absolutely. I practice every day. I practice on my cardio. I do my strength. All the intangibles to get myself ready to play basketball again. Okay? I do all that stuff. I eat healthy too. So that's one of the biggest things that the reason why I'm ready to play. You know, I know I work a lot, but you can get rid of that if you offer me a contract. You can offer other players a contract. Players are getting millions of dollars. You can offer me a contract so that I don't have to go to work again. Like, you don't have to play. If you play semi-pro, you got to go to work the next day. Instead of just trying to, play basketball, go home, rest, do what you got to do for the next day, so you can play the game on the other day. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm telling you now. I just told a person 2 months ago. I said, "Hey, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to get paid, man. This upcoming season, I'm playing for free for years, for 10 years. Nah, we're not gonna play for free anymore. I mean, it's great to go out there, get conditioning, play in rec leagues. It's great. But a guy like my collaborator, like an offer would be great, would be nice. Anybody else, an offer, that's great as well. But you gotta stay the course. Like I have. I stayed the course for years. I was like 100 pounds overweight. I got down to 270 in actually this year. So I'm at my playing weight now. So anytime y'all see me, just note that I am playing for a spot. I'm playing full time. I am going to play full time, just so you know. So there's no more of, okay, well, you're going to play this game and then you're going to go to work the next day. Nah. I'm going to cut that out. Nah. So I'm asking you, agents, I'm calling you out. You guys want to sign a guy like me, help your team, go ahead and do it. I'm willing to sit down privately with you and talk about all the details. And that goes for everybody. That goes for anybody else as well. So if y'all, like I said, stay the course, hey, keep going, bro. All right. Now, my last point is use 5-on-5 to sharpen your game. So like I said, any potential prospect out there, use 5-on-5 to sharpen your game, man. Like conditioning, skill sets, fundamentals, all that stuff, man. Use it so that when you play guys real-wise, then you're ready to play against the real world instead of playing guys who are lesser than you. It's not about age, it's about lesser than you. Guys who just want to go on the court and just jack around. You cannot continue to play against those guys because they don't make you any better. They're just there for show. I want competition. And we will get that competition. Oh, yeah, we will. So, but all the fellow prospects out there, and I'm talking about football too. You guys go out there. Hey, go out there whether you're throwing a football around, you're playing basketball, you're throwing a baseball around, you're kicking a soccer ball, tennis, whatever it is. Use that to sharpen your game. Baseball, maybe you're throwing the ball back and forth, putting in your glove and all that stuff. If there's a game, use that to sharpen your game. Use a rec league, any rec league, from football, basketball, baseball, soccer, tennis, any sport. Use that as use that to sharpen your game. Any potential prospect can come out there and say, you know what, we like this person. We want to sign him. We want to give him a scholarship, or we want to give him a contract. There's a lot of leagues out there, and it's growing too, for our opportunities out there. Only thing is, the number one thing is the gyms. Please open 24 hours. Like, it's not too much to ask. You guys have a court. You guys are starting to build a football field. Heck, even the Lifetime Fitness in your area has many amenities in it. I mean, 24 hours is 24 hours. You can, I mean, there's a lot of opportunities for people in this world, including myself. Take advantage of them. That's my PSA of the day. Now, next week's show, we're going to talk about a bunch of things, but free Brittany Griner. She's in Russia jail for over 140 days. I told y'all this message, free Brittany Griner. We got to get her out of there, period. That's the message of the day, guys. But I'll see y'all next week. Y'all take care of yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe, and take care, y'all, from Fishbowl Radio.
Hey, this is